Welcome into South Florida Daily. We hope everyone had a great weekend. Megan, where are we?
We are at Juno Beach, one of my favorite spots. I don't think that the water is this blue anywhere else in the world.
I agree. It is one of a kind, and we wish we were on the beach right now.
I know. We were out shooting some other segments for South Florida Daily, and we said, you know what? We just need to go look at the water real quick.
It always makes me feel better, and we can't wait because we have a packed show. Let's get into it.
Let's do it. Welcome in to South Florida Daily.
South Florida Daily is on the move with Palm Tran.
If you're in the mood for some spring cleaning, maybe want a little bit of an organization brought into your home this spring, check out California Closets. We're with Kelly Higgins. She is a design consultant here. Kelly, tell me a little bit about the journey. If somebody calls California Closets, they need help, what does that look like?
So we offer a complimentary consultation. So I come out to the actual space in a client's home, commercial area, and pretty much everything's completely custom designed. So depending on how they need the space to function, what they want it to look like, we have so much product, so that can greatly vary. And then we also want to respect their budget. But it is a collaborative process because every client is completely unique.
I need this in my house. Wow, how beautiful. So I'm looking around the showroom, I see more than just closets. What other storage solutions, organization solutions do you offer?
Really any kind of built-in.
Okay.
It's completely custom designed. So whether it's a media, a home office, we're creating garage spaces, pantry, obviously closets.
Yeah.
But we can really do just about anything.
What trends are hot right now? What are people asking for?
Multiple purpose spaces. So we've been doing a lot of wall beds, both designing and building, that are combined with home offices or more of a den space. So that's something that's really been quite popular, so that, you know, when the guests come a couple weeks out of the year, it's not fully a bedroom. They can actually still use that space.
So smart.
Yes.
We all have that guest room that doesn't usually get used.
Exactly, exactly.
Multi-purpose. There's so many choices. Do people get overwhelmed?
Yes. That's why it's my job to make sure I'm getting as much information as possible. And again, we collaborate to make sure that I can fit their style.
Yeah.
And also, you know, I don't want to over design something or under design something. I want to make sure that it's going to be tailored perfectly for the individual.
I would walk in here and I would probably pick like a couple things that I liked, but they might not go together. So that's where you would come in, right?
Yes, and
Okay.
a lot of times, so I go out on the complimentary consultation, and depending on what the project entails, I will open up my laptop and sometimes we'll design it together, or a lot of times I'll get them here into the design studio so they can see everything firsthand, because it is a big investment and I want to make sure that they know exactly what they're getting. And I will pull a palette and have everything laid out for them, put my design up on the TV screen so they can look at the 3D rendering, and then we can tweak it from there.
Kelly, why do you do what you do? Why is it so important to you? What does it feel like when somebody walks in and they see that space that you've created for them?
Oh, it's an amazing experience because we've spent so much time collaborating on making a perfect space for them, tailored to their needs, and then to see it come to fruition is just so exciting.
If people need your help, they want to
Yes.
call you, how do they get in touch with you guys?
So CaliforniaClosets.com, or they can call the office right here in Palm Beach Gardens.
Okay, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Will you help me with my closet?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's get started. I need it.
Maya Angelou said it best. You can't really know where you are going until you know where you've been. So, when you come to Palm Beach County, make sure you stop by 300 North Dixie Highway in West Palm Beach, Florida. Historical Society of Palm Beach County is the leading source for Palm Beach County, Florida history. Housing a permanent collection of millions of objects and images that span over 12,000 years of Palm Beach County and Florida history. Well, who knew that I can be a judge? Well, the Historical Society of Palm Beach County made that happen today because I am in the beautiful courtroom, but I'm gonna let Taylor tell us a little bit about where we are and about this great place that I feel is like a treasure chest, a time machine, all that for Palm Beach County.
Thank you, Kitty, for joining us today. We're excited to have you here at the Historical Society of Palm Beach County, where it's our mission to collect, preserve, and share Palm Beach County's history and cultural heritage. We also have the privilege of maintaining and operating the Richard and Pat Johnson Palm Beach County History Museum, which is where we are today. specifically, we're in the 1916 historic courtroom. And in this space, we exhibit temporary exhibits and collections each month. And today we are opening to the public Precious Gift, Rescue and Shanghai.
Wow. And I'm smiling because I didn't like history when I went to school. Let's be real. It was boring. But you bring some pizzazz to history when you think about the artifacts that you have here, the exhibits that you have here. You make it quite interesting. I mean, I'm downstairs looking at dentistry from I don't know when. A little scary because I'm like, I would never want to have a tooth pulled back then, right? But I mean, you preserve this like it was yesterday.
We do. We really try to make our exhibits and our history feel like an experience for people when they come here, something that they can really get excited about, that they want to learn more about their local history, because we are sharing Palm Beach County history, right? That's very special to us here. And we want that to be accessible whether you have been born and raised here or you're visiting, you're new to town. We want everyone to come in and learn about our special Palm Beach County history.
What I love about the accessibility portion of it is it's free. First of all, that's a great F word to use, right? Family, fun, and free. When you have parents that come in Palm Beach County, and for example, you know, things have gone up now, let's face it.
Absolutely.
But they can come here for free and learn a lot about Palm Beach County, the history, and I'm just trying to think of another word that I can use. It is so refreshing to know where we've come from.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to age myself on the show, right? But I'm looking at the typewriter that you have there. I'm looking at all the technology that people used to use. Let me tell you, grandparents, I salute you because I don't know how you did it.
Yes. Well, we are really proud that we are open Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. to the public. And you can come in and you can stroll through the galleries, you can take a look at the exhibits in the courtroom, or you can also have a docent-led tour. Our docents are the most incredible volunteers we could possibly ask for. They go through a rigorous 12-week training program, and then they jump into this and they learn how to tell our history, whether it's a fourth grader or someone who has known this history. They make it exciting and interesting for everyone that comes through our doors. We have thousands of kids that come here and visit us during the school year.
Yeah, I saw some of them.
Yes.
And they were so happy. Yeah, we're here. Crowded.
Some of them, it's the first time they've ever been in a museum, and it's important that we make that experience really special and meaningful to them.
And you change your exhibits because the last time I was here, you were honoring women lawyers.
Famous First, that was our
Famous
Women's
First.
History exhibition, and it also was part of our Black History exhibition. And we change our exhibits out, not always monthly, it depends on each year. For example, next November, we're really excited to be opening our fashion exhibition.
That's going to be fun. Yes, fashion.
It's titled Endless Summer, and we can't wait for some of the big developments that we're going to be announcing this summer, gearing up for that big opening in November.
So for families that are coming, or people, you can come on a date. I mean, hey, it is very nice. I was going to say that. You can get married here too, right? That's a whole nother episode. We'll probably tape that one too.
We'd love that.
Yeah, the love episode. But what would you tell people to come? What should they expect when they come here?
They should expect an open door and a great opportunity to learn about our local history and to really have an experience they haven't had before. You know, I think there's two things that are really interesting about this space. So the building itself, its architecture is historic and iconic. It's literally been here since 1916, and it served as our courthouse. So some big things and decisions happened here. So they get to see the building and the architectural history. Then they get to tour the interesting galleries and exhibits. So we have our permanent galleries where you get to learn about the famous people and places that made Palm Beach County what it is today, as well as our temporary exhibits like Precious Gift or From Houses to Hospitals, as you saw downstairs. So I'm born and raised here. I was born at Good Sam, and I learn something new almost every single day working here. You know, touring the galleries, hearing the docents, having our special lecturers come in. We have just phenomenal educational programming and events. And the best thing about them is you always get a taste of our history.
Any final words or anything else that we haven't covered?
Our doors are always open, and we're excited to welcome you to the History Museum here in Palm Beach County.
The South Florida Daily set is sponsored by Eldorado Furniture. South Florida Daily is on the move with Palmtran.
We have 9 restaurants here at the Breakers. They range from Asian to Italian to global tapas.
Sourcing obviously locally has been important to you, and have you always had that mindset as a chef?
Local stuff tastes better. Like for us, it's just a win-win.
Sure.
When the product is fantastic.
You're also growing right here.
We have tomatoes, we have some peppers, we have some blooming tarragon, we have oregano, rosemary. So it's a lot of the fresh herbs that we use throughout our restaurants.
All right, give me a couple signature dishes that you are like this is my thing.
Our mozzarella caprese salad that we have at our beach club.
It looks like artwork.
You know, you also mentioned when I put it down, the first thing that hit you was the basil.
Oh,
It was
absolutely.
freshly
Smelled it
baked.
right away. Now, I'm just going to warn you that I'm a very honest person.
Let's bring it on and see,
All right.
see where we
All
end
right.
up.
I don't want to disappoint you,
No.
and I don't want to disappoint the people out there.
Mixed together.
That doesn't even taste like a tomato to me that I'm used to eating. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's really incredible, isn't it?
Wow. If you're living in this area and you've got the Glades and you've got all these areas here that have these local farmers that you can source this from, why would you cook any other way?
If it's available, if it's delicious, if it's fresh and outstanding the way the product we get, you wouldn't want to use anything else.
We will bring the farmers here. As a matter of fact, we had some of our farmers here to have lunch not too long ago, because what it is so they appreciate, they understand the level that we're trying to achieve.
Another example of South Florida local produce being used at work here at the Avocado Grill in West Palm Beach. Having a restaurant in this area, how does that change sort of what you're able to offer people?
You know, when I opened this restaurant with ordering furniture, when I was purchasing everything, I wanted to make sure that I use local companies. I wanted to make sure that I stay in the community and support the community. And I try to do the same thing when I'm purchasing food.
So obviously people come here and looking for that local sourced type of food.
You know, it's very tough in the summer when the local farms are not producing very much or almost nothing.
Right.
So it takes the extra work. I feel like people have been very receptive to this.
When I come to your restaurant, I'm in South Florida, I want local produce, I want to go to the best restaurant, I come to the Avocado Grill, I can only eat one dish, maybe an appetizer and a main dish. What's the main dish?
I will tell you what the people love the most.
Tell me.
Okay, it's our octopus dish. Our scallop dish is very popular. Our zucchini flowers are very popular, and that's local.
Obviously, whatever you're doing, it's working. You're here 3 years, you're opening up another restaurant. You must be doing something right.
Like these stories? Check us out on social at South FL Daily on Facebook and Instagram.
That's where we post those great giveaways and behind the scenes footage. Don't miss out.
In the heart of West Palm Beach on Clematis Street, there's a street art revolution going on. Let's meet some of the artists behind making the mundane magnificent. We're here with Tanika James of the Downtown Development Authority and Eddie Mendieta, one of the artists responsible for all of this, right? Now, what do we call this? Is this street art? Is it tagging? Is it, because it used to be graffiti, but it's not now. This is art. This is like a full-blown...
I call it street art.
Yeah.
I mean, graffiti is something different. It's more letter style and stuff like that.
Now, is it all, and again, I'm a novice at this. Is it spray painted? Is it?
Yeah, this is all spray
All
paint.
spray paint. It's fantastic. So tell me the experience. I mean, you walk up to what seems to be a white wall, a canvas, I mean, that's 3 stories high. Is that overwhelming to you as an artist?
No, I prefer working large. It's actually easier for me.
Go big or go home, that's what he's saying, right? The fact that you can create something recognizable this big, to me, is amazing. So you're bringing, and I would imagine families come here with kids. It's a great way to introduce art to kids, right?
I like the fact that, you know, public art is for everyone to see. You know, most people don't go to galleries or museums, but, you know, you can't not see.
Sure, you can't. You can't miss this.
You never know where you'll find us. Like today, we're on Juno Beach. That's why, Megan, they should follow us on social media, on Facebook and Instagram at South FL Daily.
Yeah, we're always posting fun places to go, new restaurants to try. You might just see us hanging out on the beach in our work attire. You never know.
So you should follow us. We'll be right back. Today we were at the Palm Beach County Care and Control Center. I'm here with Ariel, and thank you so much for having us. We're so excited to be here today.
Thanks so much for coming.
So tell me about April and what's happening with adoptions this month.
So yeah, April is all adoption fees are waived, our standard adoption fees. So all of our adoptable animals in K1 and our adoptables who are in our Pet Palace program in K2 are adoption fees waived completely.
That's amazing. And who do we have here? We have Nova.
Yeah, this is Nova. She is 2 years old. She's about 50 pounds and she's been in the shelter for 57 days.
Okay.
Yeah, she's actually a part of our Healing Hearts program. April is actually Heartworm Awareness Month. So that means that she has heartworms. It is a completely treatable and easily preventable disease. And so as a part of her adoption, a treatment plan is included in that, totally free.
Oh, wow. Why is April Free Adoption Month a service that you offer in Palm Beach County?
Yes, so we offer different adoption specials. Like back in February, adoptions were all $14. These kind of programs encourage people to come to us and adopt some of our county dogs rather than shopping. We like to preach adopt, don't shop. So having these different programs and specials really just encourage people to come out here and visit the county dogs rather than going to, say, a breeder or a pet shop, that kind of thing.
Absolutely, and a lot of purebred dogs end up in the shelter, so it's a good place to start. If you're looking for a dog, definitely check out the shelter.
Yeah, we have all kinds of dogs down here, so there will definitely be one that'll be a great fit for your family.
Absolutely. Yeah. How can people get involved and support the Palm Beach County Care and Control Center?
Of course, yeah. Anyone who wants to volunteer can go on our website and sign up for our, fill out like our our volunteer application form and all of that. If we think that you're a good fit, we'll give you a link to sign up for our dog or cat handling class. We have both, so we do dog volunteers, cat volunteers. Once you pass that class, you'll be able to do things like take the dogs out for walks. We have enrichment classes where you can basically make like blankets and toys for the dogs and cats. And there's a lot of different things. We have the dog paw spa where you can come in and give the dogs baths.
Amazing.
Lots of different opportunities.
All different programs. And is that information also on your website? If people
all on our
want to
website.
learn more? If people are interested in adopting or volunteering, they should visit your website and social to see dogs and get more information?
Yeah, and anyone who wants to adopt can come on down to the shelter, walk through the kennels, see if there's any dogs that really stand out to them, or any of our cats, that kind of thing.
It's Yappy Hour, and we're headed to the popular waterfront restaurant, Darbster. named for the owner's late poodle, Darby, to enjoy vegan treats for you and your pup. I found out your names are Ellen and Alan, and I thought, what a beautiful name for a restaurant, and why didn't they call it Ellen and Alan's? So what's the story with Darbster? Tell me the name.
We had a rescue poodle when we first moved here in 2003, and Darby was her name. And so then in 2009, when we bought this place, I thought, you know, I don't want to call it the Vegan Cafe or Earth Green, or it's just a turnoff.
Yeah.
So we said, we'll just call it Darbster.
It's nice. What's the involvement in the community, in the dog community?
Well, when we opened the restaurant, we kind of did it as a hobby because we wanted somewhere to eat. And so we decided to put the profits into a foundation called Darbster Rescue. So what we do is we now rescue dogs and cats from South Florida, and we move them up north to 2 brick and mortar shelters that we have in New Hampshire. So to date we've saved about 17,000 animals. Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No.
17,000?
Yeah, 17,000.
And it's all breeds, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of square hits, like our friend Poppy here. A lot of cats, a lot of kittens. So a lot of animals that would be overlooked. So we work with other rescue groups, we work with our volunteers, and we have a small staff that helps us out.
Are you just exhausted?
Yeah, we're exhausted.
Right?
Yeah.
No wonder you open up a place so you can just relax and eat.
We've been here for 14 years now.
A lot of regulars, and that's rewarding.
Yeah. Do you allow dogs in the restaurant?
We do.
You do?
We encourage it.
I know you had yours here, but I figured that was a perk of being an owner.
No. Sunday nights we actually give a discount if you bring your dog.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Why? Why so passionate about it? What is it?
I think if you are successful, you owe it to your community to give back.
You should change your names from Ellen and Alan to Superman and Wonder Woman. Really? What has 300 pedals and goes all around West Palm Beach? You guessed it, it's Skybike. It's a low-cost rental service, and it's available all over the city. You see mostly locals using this?
Right now it's mostly tourists, but you know, West Palm Beach has, I believe, about 3,000 plus condo units coming in, condo apartments over the next year or so that are going to be coming
West
online.
Palm, way to go.
So services like this are a lot more important to an urban dweller.
Where are you located around the city? Are there all the hot spots?
Yes, we have 14 locations. We're at Palm Beach Atlantic University, here at Bradley's, over by Pizza Girls, up by the Chamber of Commerce, up on Clematis by Roxy's.
But be honest, after a while, if I'm driving, it gives me a shock or something. You can't ride anymore. So I could ride this to like Miami.
Yeah, it's GPS enabled, so
okay,
we know where the bike is at all times.
So you know where I am at all times.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks for watching us here on South Florida Daily. If you have somewhere that you think we should check out, give us a shout out on social at South FL Daily on Facebook and Instagram. We'll see you back here tomorrow at noon on Fox 29. Have a great rest of your day.